Hi guys! So, today we're learning how to do the flat iron wave. I'm showing you how to do it on mine today, just so you guys have the knowledge. So keep watching if you're interested on learning how I started my business, concept behind Full Moon Salon, how I came into moon ceremonies, and how to get a flat iron wave perfected.
Like
It's a Marty party.
Every day, all day, heavy, not small pay.
Looking good is equated to feeling good, and feeling good is equating to doing good. Y'all, my favorite flat iron company is Good Hair Day, GHD. Can't beat it. They turn off automatically after a while. Who doesn't love that? This is something that I do on a lot of clients, especially when their hair length is anywhere from here to here. Ooh, it looks so good. It's just not too curly. Once you get the hang of it, it's super easy to bust out. I know this can be intimidating. A lot of people ask me how to do it, but I'm going to try to explain this. You can do it. You can do it. We have a lot of time to practice. Oh, okay, so we got the GHD plugged in. Listen how fast this heats up. Just wait. The Shield anti-humidity spray from Rebekah and the Kenner 13. Can't go wrong with the Kenner 13 medium hold. Bam. She's ready. It took 2 seconds. Maybe like 30 seconds. That's it. That's all it took. Clip. I'm gonna take out my get up and go hair. Whenever you're styling your hair on your own, you want to section it. Just take the time to section it. It makes a big difference. It really does. So you wanna start with this bottom nape section, right? And what I do is I just really simply kind of bring everything up. You don't have to get too technical with it. See this bottom area. Wrap this all up. Woo! And don't be too worried about the precision of everything. Just section it though, for real, okay? And then you want to part it down the back and pull it forward. Okay, it can be a little harder when these areas can be trickier when your hair is shorter. But if you look up, you can reach more, okay? A hot tip. You always want to put heat protectant on your hair. Imagine touching a 400-degree pan with your hand. You would burn it. Your hair is sensitive material. You want to protect it. Heat protectant is like a glove for your hair.
Hot.
Hot tip. Okay, so I'm brushing that product in so it's nice and even. We're leaning up. I washed my hair yesterday. I think I blew it out and then I went to the beach for a moon circle, which I'll get more into. So my blowout got a little bit messed up. You wanna look up and grab a section of hair about like this, okay? It's not very thick. It's probably about 1.5 inches, 2 inches wide. Pull it away from your head. Point your flat iron down, clamp it, spin it around once. Be really careful touching it and pull it down. Doesn't matter what length. Boop. Pull it down. So it's actually not gonna look that curly at first, but you wanna kind of encourage that curl, just flick it around. And this doesn't look great right now. We don't really want curls like this, but just let it set. I'm telling you. Once the hair is curled, you let it sit, let it cool. Encourage the curl. I'm gonna go over it one more time because I'm doing the best I can, okay? So there we go. All right, there we go. Try not to go over it 1,000,000 times. Try not to press it too hard. The most important thing about hair is its health. If your hair isn't healthy, it doesn't matter what it looks like. If it's not actually healthy, forget it. It's over. Heat damage is a thing. It's a real thing, so be mindful. And you can kind of place it where you want it with your hands after it's hot, like it's still hot, and then just let it set. And we'll break it up later. When you're getting into this tricky neck area here, also don't worry about getting this area completely perfect. It's gonna be veiled by everything, right? You're gonna lift your neck away. Don't burn yourself. get as close as you can to the root. The nice thing about a flat iron curl is you can kind of press in that root so that you don't have those kinky roots, and just pull it down. Kind of keep spinning a little bit if you can. With longer hair, you kind of need to do that. Bam. And look at that, you just flick it into place. Whoop. Other side. One side's gonna feel easier to do than the other. Like, I'm right-handed, so this side for me is easier because it's just whoop. So this side's a little trickier, I'm not going to lie. But no matter what kind of styling you're doing, be mindful of your neck. Lifting my neck up, lifting my chin up. And I get into that root. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Smooth it out, really good. Press it in, and then you're spinning the opposite direction. You're being really careful with those panels and just pulling down. That's it. Don't get scared. Whoop, and then encourage that curl. You just, you know, that's it. We're gonna get close to that root, our chin up so that we have max angles going on. Little press, press, and flip. So it's a different motion than the other side. And depending on who you are, that's left-handed, right-handed, it's gonna be different for you, but play around with it. We're still kind of locked up inside, right? Learn how to do your hair, it's fine. So we've got another thick section here. We're gonna thin it out a little bit. Take about, yeah, an inch width. Kind of start off small at first, just so you get that shape right. Root, root, and fold. I spin it a little bit more because my hair is a little longer, but then I keep it even and consistent throughout. Bam, bam, bam. And it looks kind of silly right now, but it'll all work out in the end. Right, this side's trickier for me, honestly, so I tend to have to redo this side a little bit more, okay? So this looks a little limp right here, right? I'll just show you guys how to go back and correct. This I'm happy with, I'm not gonna touch the top. We're just gonna spin it once over again. And like a little more of a spin there. You'll kind of feel the finesse when you get a little more acquainted with it. But I want kind of that coily look at first. Just for a second. So moving on, we're taking this back section, and you just really want to pull everything forward so you have more access to it. Don't try to like reach behind yourself, you know, that's when you're gonna get lost and confused. So we pull it forward. I look in the mirror, press, press, and fold. Do, do, do. One complete kind of turnover. Bam. If you have really curly hair, or it's just not cooperating for whatever reason, go through and lightly press the texture out. Smooth, get it hot, and then go in and turn it around. Again, if your hair is not cooperating, okay? Because some people's hair is a little more coarse or resistant to styling. So that's a hot tip. And I'm just gonna fix this up over here. This looks a little wonky. You know, she's doing the best she can. So maybe this section was a little too big, okay? It's okay, we can go through and edit. We didn't press it too hard. Start with smaller sections, just so you get that feeling down, you get the dexterity down. Hair is all about dexterity and your hands, just learning certain motions and then it becoming, you know, more easy as you get more acquainted with the way that your fingers are moving and everything. Well, we're getting there. So yeah, I wanted to talk a little bit about the concept behind my studio, Full Moon Salon. Beauty is taking care of yourself. We can get a little bit carried away with appearances, get a little vain with it sometimes. The deeper level, looking good is equated to feeling good, and feeling good is equating to doing good. It is powerful. I wanted to create a space where people could come in and really relax and not feel judged, and implement routines where they're taking care of themselves so that they feel optimized in their daily life. So that's kind of the concept behind everything that I created. And then serendipitously, when I started the business, I named it Full Moon Salon with a friend that helped me kind of get going, and it just happened to be a full moon. It was a few years ago, 3 years ago. I was only 25, I had not even lived in Miami for a year, and I was like, all right, I'm just gonna go for it. And I was searching for names that weren't taken online, and I had been doing that for years actually, and everything I thought of was taken. I wanted something, kind of spiritual sounding. And I looked up Full Moon Salon, and there were so many Full Moon Saloons, but no Full Moon Salon. I was like, that's it, it just feels right. Maybe you guys know that feeling when you're in alignment and wow, things are clicking and you get energy from it, right? And it was the full moon, I was with a beautiful friend, I was feeling so good, and it was serendipity, alignment, whatever you want to call it. One of the first big deal clients that I had worked with, and her name is Rebekah Ketcham, and she is one of my best friends now. She was a reporter on Telemundo, and she ended up in my chair, and we just hit it off. And right after I named and started the business, she started a Moon Circle ceremony group, and we gather every full and new moon. Obviously, we have not been gathering lately, but we have learned these rituals that you can implement into your life. I want to bring the knowledge that I have from these rituals and these ceremonies into the act of self-care and beauty. I want to merge the two. That's my mission at Full Moon Salon. And now that I'm well on my way in my journey, I want to share it with more people. It's really been so helpful for me to feel clear and calm and grounded and open and happy. So that's where I'm at with Full Moon Salon. And so we're gonna keep it grooving with this flat iron wave. Obviously the front is the most important. I either wear my hair to the side like this or down the middle. For some reason, the flat iron curls, I like down the middle. And yeah, back when we would go out, I don't know, there's something about the middle part that makes me feel like sexy, you know? Hot tip for partying, lots of hot tips today. Put your finger where you want it and draw a straight line all the way to that guide and separate. There we go. There we go. Oh, I'm gonna take that other section and pin her up. Keep it organized, be patient. Patience gives good results. Front of the hair can be kind of tricky. Let's punch in, all right? I blow dried my hair yesterday, so it's already a little bit styled in the front. We slept on it. We were at the beach doing a moon ceremony. It was full moon in Pisces last night. We wanna pull down at the root a little bit. And I'm just barely tapping that. This hair is more fragile, like I said, and we're just doing that once over, boom. And then, so that hair is kind of hot, right? And move everything else out of the way. And while the hair is hot, I position it where I want it with my fingers. I don't want it to be too curly, obviously. And against the face, while it's still hot, I let it sit. You have those baby hairs, pull them down while they're hot. Stick them down and let it sit how you want it. Okay? Don't keep running it over with the flat iron, please. It's gonna break off and you're gonna be really unhappy, okay? Small sections in the front, keep it moving. Same deal. Last night was a full moon in Pisces. It was emotional. Maybe you're feeling a little emotional. I don't know, I feel like women always are, right? At the ceremony, we discussed how we need to be bringing lightness into the world. That was the topic, right? There's so much going on. There's so much hate. There's so much angst. There's so much suffering. If you have it in you to be happy and be positive, it's time to bring that forward. You know, now is time, right? We don't have any time for negativity. If you have it in your heart and you feel like you're a light being, show it, shine it. It's time. That's what we were talking about in the circle. If you can be positive, That's what the world needs more than anything. You know, checking on a friend.
Your mom's calling.
My mom's calling. She's precious. Hey, Mom.
Hey, I thought I would call you. You said you were going to call me, and I was just sitting here, so I thought I would call you.
Aw, well, I'm actually filming a YouTube video right now.
Oh, I guess I better let you go. That sounds exciting.
I love you. Yeah, that was the topic last night for the full moon that I went over with my Moon sisters. And I've been thinking about that a lot today. The world needs positivity and kindness. If you have that in your heart, if you have the energy for that, bring it on. Bring it on, baby. So we're almost done. We're doing great, right? So last section, remember, front, really be gentle. Just a little light tap, smooth it out, ooh, lightly kind of pulling down, and then I kind of get everything else out of the way, and then I feel where I want her to go while she's hot. I'm not pushing it in a million times. I'm not fighting. If I have frizzy hair or, you know, tricky edges, it's hot. Just, ooh, I love this. This is such a satisfying feeling. And then just let it sit. Let it chill. We're gonna break it up soon here. Before you break anything up, you need the hair to be cool. Gotta let it cool. Okay, so we're almost done. Tap, tap, and spin. We're spiraling down with the hair and up with the vibes. Am I right? Okay, we're trying here. We're trying to stay positive. It's important. Full moon is a time for celebration. The sky is illuminated. Moon ceremonies are an ancient practice, and really interesting if you think about it. There wasn't any light in the sky during the new moon. There's no light in the sky. So it's a time to be more introverted, more close with your close people, more relaxed. So new moon is a good time for you to be with yourself. What do you want? The new moon is for setting intentions. And then in 2 weeks after the new moon, there's a full moon. And guess what? Our intentions come to fruition if we're doing our work, right? Like the full moon is out. Think about it. People didn't have electricity. So people were out back in the day. We're keeping these ancient patterns alive. We don't even know it, right? People are out. Woo, it's light outside. Let's go. You know, it's time to party, right? So at Full Moon Salon, we are celebrating beauty. We want you to step out of here as if it's a full moon and you are ready to go conquer the world. Yeah, take a selfie. Celebrate yourself. Celebrate little things. We need to celebrate little things. That's why hair feels so good. So here, my mission is to bring the light out within you. You step out of the full moon, we're in a celebratory mood, we're feeling good, we're feeling fresh, and that's powerful. It's illuminated. I hope whenever you visit me that you feel heard and you feel like someone cares about you and holds space for you, because that's really my favorite thing about beauty and hair, is that I get to interact with people and hold space for them, because I've always just genuinely cared about other people. I'm an empath, you know, and there's some downfalls to that. So I want you to come in here. I want you to feel good. I want you to feel lit up and ready to go make the world a better place, because Lord knows we need it. Woo! Okay guys, we're getting to the last piece. Normally I would go a little faster, but I've been sitting here chit-chatting. Putting a little pressure on there. This hair back here is denser. For curly girls, it tends to be curlier. You can be a little bit more aggressive with it than the front baby hairs, okay? So especially at the top, we gotta get it right. Always, always, always make sure that your hair is really, really dry before you start styling it. Otherwise, it's just a wash, pun intended. We're gonna spray our flexible hairspray, whatever flexible hairspray you have. This is the best, Kenra 13. Da, 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 da. Breaking things up. I'm just kind of pulling things apart, We're getting that lived-in look that we're going for, okay? Because we don't want those coily curls. It's just never a vibe. So we're breaking it up. I like to just pull things apart. Once it's cooled, it's in there, you guys. It's fine, just break it up. Break it up and we're done. That's it. It's a little... Move it around. You get max volume with the middle part. Just kind of keep messing with it until it feels a little more lifted. To end it on the note that beauty is powerful. I think beauty is presence. You know, you're being present with yourself. You're giving yourself a meditative moment. And yeah, when you come see me, I want you to feel as good as possible, a shining light. And then when it comes to the moon ceremony and these practices, there's a beautiful established group here in Miami, but I would love to make this a community where you feel heard. We get a little funky with things, we get a little witchy with things, we look good doing it. Yeah, we can hold space for each other and create a bigger circle, a bigger community. So let me know if you guys are into this and what you're feeling right now. So if you're feeling called to a little spiritual practice, a little hair knowledge, this is your place, okay? No judgies. And please don't be mean.